Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Axiom Verge. Let's continue. So, we are at the top section here, and we're kind of in a position where we need to see if we can quickly and easily move all the way to the middle of the map and the lower left side of the map. And I guess this isn't too hard of a deal if we just kind of jump this way and take a moderate amount of damage. Although I probably should play a little bit more carefully because nobody wants to see me have to run through the entirety of the game section again. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Interesting that there is an enemy up here, actually. So we have this new launcher that will shoot the remote drone further. So I think actually I can make this one way or the other. Let's try an angular shot, and that's not far enough either. Alright, so I'm just gonna have to make a mad jump and then fire that way for this. And now we have another journal page. We know that the mind, like Euclid's algorithm, is eternal. Existence is existing equally across all universes which it appears, and it can never perceive its own demise. Rather, the instances which do not cease carry on for those that do. For most of us, this happens without us being any the wiser. But what of Yoruko? This is not so much death as a deadly, aberrant dementia. The algorithm itself is twisting, changing from one moment to the next. There's not any one point at which Athos ends and Yuruku begins. Simply a continuum of torment. Were I to die now, would I awaken mercifully as my former self, or as this amalgamation, forever seeing danger in every shadows? So, like, yeah, we gotta get in a little bit more backstory, and clearly, I can't even go into the map to mark this. There's a health marker up there that I missed. So I don't know what else I can really do, though. I can, at best, try to... Yeah, that won't work. So at best, I can come over here and I can mark this to just remind myself that if there is something new that we get access to later that would give me a further better jump, which almost certainly we will get, I'll use that in a later point. Now we are, I think, otherwise pretty cool. Like, I don't think that there really is too much that there is to collect. These guys are still pains in the butt, and I am still at half health. Okay, so I can jump here, and that can get me a little bit of height, but it's really not going to do anything to further my ability to move to the left. Interesting, that time the screen did not return anything. So let's just take a while. Well, we can do this a few times. We can go this way and see if there really is anything to find, and it doesn't seem like there is in this instance. Not unless it was way up there at the top, which it looks like there might actually be something way up there at the top. So I don't even think I have any markers to mark. So we'll ignore that marker and then move on to the third open area. This really is a lot like Terraria. That was not what I meant to do, but I could have used that instead of not using it. Kind of just constantly having to deal with some wonky, oddly placed controls. Alright. So that shoots up really high, but doesn't show us what is up there. That shoots over here. So unless there's something over here I was supposed to access or get to, that doesn't look like there's anything there that needs to be dealt with. So now we can go back this direction. Let's go ahead and adjust this weapon. We might as well check over here, but almost certainly there isn't anything that is a... Wow, that guy really moves in the wrong direction. Yeah, sure, I can hang up there with the rest of them. I can shoot that up to expose more of the area. I can do a decent amount of damage now. This isn't really marking more of the map. Let me ask this. Yeah, no, those still... My remote drones might do more... My attack might be a little bit longer now. Alright. So yeah, there's still nothing in this section to do. But the good news is, let's see, how close is the next save spot? It's pretty far away. Oh, if I die, this is gonna be a really sucky experience. But these little drones seem to be even pushing me in the direction they planned for me to go, which is great. Oh man, all of these buttons are just like impossible to figure out. And doesn't look like there's anything else in this room. Alright, we can now, thanks to this block, totally swing over here. And we are now on ahead, which is just going to walk us through here. And I can't walk or move doing any of this. So this is some kind of elevator system. And that is excellent, because that means we're in all kinds of good positions to start looking at different areas and fast travel between the different areas. Again, I could totally shoot myself up there, but I doubt severely that there's anything up there worth finding. Yeah, and I imagine this is probably true for all the save locations. So if I could find a way to either break or get phase through an upper wall, that would be great. This way moves us back into here, so now we have this fast travel that could get us down to the lower right corner, and we can probably move the story forward a little bit. But is it going to give us any real ability? Question I suppose would be to ask is, which way does this go? Seems like there's, yeah, I can't really shoot anything like that. So it seems like this head only goes that far. So either I am left walking the distance to the rest of this area, which you seem to be non-hostile creatures. Nothing is hurting me. It's not like it's a pile of water or anything. I think I can probably make every jump unless we find some jump we can't make. So yeah, it seems like we're going right back to the beginning of the game. And since I took a couple of extra trips using the remote drone to the beginning of the game, there's probably less collectibles in there than people would expect. So we might spend less time in that section. There's really no indicator here that this is the right way to go, though. So the question, I guess, to be asked is, there going to be a big head over in this section too? And it seems like the answer is no. Also, it seems like there's another thing here. We've got more of these remote drones. Yeah, I can't be up here at the top. So can't do anything in the water. And this is just water. It's not hurting me, but there is a drowning indicator. Interesting. So we need more abilities. It's good to know that this entire zone really is just going to be a fast travel zone, and we may not even have to use it too often. This is very Metroidvania, or I would say probably more Metroid than Castlevania, of having you to splitting up areas in such a way that you're going to come back to them at least a couple times to get all the collectibles necessary. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Yeah, there's no head on this side. Let's see. We're getting back to the bloody section of the beginning of the game. Let's see. Is there anything to break around here? I mean, I can break that. And that's kind of it. The game still very much feels like a metaphor for the explosion happened and my mind is was either pulled into a computer or I'm in a coma or something. This is weird. Like, there's nothing else I can do and there's nothing there. Interesting. Let's look at the map. Yeah, and we are back to the beginning of the game with a lot more abilities. And we may run into... Let's see. We may run into some repair drones, or we may not. The enemies I'm fighting should be one-hit kills at this point. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be. But they're still probably dangerous enough to do a decent amount of damage if I'm not careful. I'm gonna have to try the remote droid probably more places than I would prefer to. And then we could try corrupting some of these and seeing what that does. Remember when we used to use the drill as a valid form of attack? I'm glad to be away from that. So we still can't get through that. So let's go ahead and mark. Well, I don't know if we're going to mark that or not. And this is potentially a room I just didn't go through. No? You still can't go through that. Interesting. Oh, yes we can. So this is another exit. And we can go this far. But if I go this far, I can't come back. So this is a one-way trip. So I'm hoping that this was the right move. That looks more like technology than it does I guess it is more technology than an enemy. Story's taking a weird turn. Let's just go up here. Seems like when you're standing on something, it does kind of have this policy of not really letting you reach where you want to go. I don't think I have enough of a height to get any further. Alright, well then let's see what happens if we shoot that up there. Alright. I don't know if I could make the full jump. I'm gonna have to fling it up and over in kind of that fashion. And if I was here and I jumped that far, I would make it, but if I have to coordinate it, it's not high enough. I wonder if maybe I just need more room. Can I make that full jump? No. And a slightly angular jump wouldn't do anything. And this does not give me enough height to get up there. And I can't get up there, so yeah, I can't do anything, so we'll put a marker there and move on. We're going through another one-way door. Hey, there's a clone of me. What the heck? Else of Nova, did you see that? Sorry. No, what did you see? There was a man that looked just like me standing over there. Then he ran away. Very strange, I did not see this. I'm going after them. Keep your eyes open, or whatever it is you do. So now we've got a crazy clone of ourselves wandering around. No surprise there. Well, actually quite a bit of a surprise, but nothing would really shock me. Once you've broken the general concept of is this reality, which clearly they have. Hey, my remote drone's not launching in this room. So yeah, we see ourselves kind of die all the time, so if they are just cloning me every time I come out of one of these eggs, I don't know why that would be too shocking that there'd be multiples of me running around. Even my name, Trace, sounds like a network trace route command. Apparently this thing won't die. It's like an armadillo. It's... Hey you, stop. Trace, there's nothing. He was right there. Trace, I think you must find Ophelia soon. Please tell me if you see more strange things. You mean that totally unironically, am I right? Whoa, pretty hot in this place. That I thought was going to be on my side. Am I losing health slowly? I don't know if maybe I'm wandering into a secret ending or something. Because, I mean, this feels like more story than we've had in most of the game. And it seems like every step we're taking... Oh, Elsnova, something's wrong. I don't feel well. I was afraid that athetosis pathogen is starting to affect you. But I think Ophelia's near. She can fix. Just try to keep calm. Thanks, Athetos. I mean, Elsnova. Sorry. Think I'll just shut up and keep moving. So apparently I am going the right way. Apparently I'm going the right way, but I may also be on the verge of dying. So yeah, that's not fun. Let's go to this right for a second and just see where this leads us. It leads us right into this area, and I don't think that's helpful. So yeah, I'm questioning everything. Man. Slow him down, I suppose. Of course, you don't have that same experience now because it's changed on you. And you died once. And I guess there was another way. Let's try this. Not a good not a good weapon. So it's just better to scan these guys and then let's just run from them after that, because they don't seem to be too much of a hassle. Well, I'm about to die again. And my remote drones have just stopped working. Now we have a creepy face. Well, it's about time. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Are you Ophelia? There's no such thing as Ophelia. If there isn't, how do you even know what I was talking about? You know the answer to that. Because you're a hallucination, right? That pathogen is making me see things. Poop, I better start moving. Trying to stay family friendly for YouTube. Yeah? This guy cusses a lot in nearly every sentence he says. Maybe justifiably, sir, but that there is something to be said about not shooting the messenger. So I think this is just going to be a timing thing. And it's getting shades of red, darker red when it fires. And no, it's just going to fire when... Oh, it's just going to fire when it feels like firing. Come on. Don't die. Get me to a freaking safe spot. Alright. So I've got to get up and swing again. And so this time it's going to be make a jump and then make a jump back. And see, there's a pathway over there and a door, but I don't know how I'm going to reach that. So I'm supposed to go right on this, I guess, to this. I want through again. I think I probably should just grind some here and get some health off of what could easily be described as sperm. Floating ghost things. I don't know per se how I'm supposed to get out of this area though. I think what I could do is probably clear out an area when there's a slight lull and then just run forward and shoot. Yeah, I think this will work well enough. And are you somebody? Oh, seriously, don't kill me. I didn't even know what that was. Alright. So, I think the game is being kind of generous to me. Now let's go over here and regain a lot of this. Or lose a lot of it. Whatever may actually be the case. Just a lot of work. We're running into that scenario again where just to try to even get through a room and do it with any amount of caution, you're having to push a lot of buttons and play very cautiously. Let's go ahead and call this a day and go through here. That's probably about as good as we're gonna get. Seems like there's something that's following me, but I don't know what it is. And these things don't seem like it doesn't seem like it dies at all. And I can't corrupt it. So let's just try to avoid it. And there's hands that look like they're gonna try and grab me. Yep, well then they're gonna hurt me. I am just ever so close to death. Alright. I'm just gonna aim. No, I can't aim my remote drone because it doesn't work. Please be a save room. Thank goodness. Now, it would really have sucked if that turned out that this actually wasn't a save room and I'm just hallucinating everything. And this is actually the beginning of the boss fight. But that would also be something you would want to do for the end of a game. At the very final battle, not at the beginning or mid battle. Let's see. Poop, I'm trapped. Trace, please, just stay put. I have made contact with Ophelia. Elsnova, that man from before, he's here. Demon. Wait, I'm no demon. Am I? Demon, Athetos, say kill. So now the roles have switched completely. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And I am playing as the demon, the monster, not. This is trippy. So when I press X, let's see. I'm getting defeated. I just lost. Grah. Is that what I was supposed to do? And then you saw Trace fall down and die. And then a repair drone grabbed him. See, if this is actually the end of the game, that'd be a little disappointing and weird. Certainly. This is a nice middle point. Safe. This is the trauma ward. Everything hurts. How bad is it? This may be hard to accept, but your injuries were severe. You will neither walk nor see ever again. I remember now. Well, I'd assumed this was all connected to the lab explosion. In fact, this was just an unrelated accident. A frozen pressure valve of all things. Boom. How could I have forgotten? I'd survived the blast and awoken, and for months I was locked in darkness. I was broken, not just blind, but crippled. But as I lay there helpless, thinking, I had an epiphany. This might be the end of the game. An idea that would become a scientific breakthrough. I worked with Dr. Hammond, who had recovered completely. Together we published a new theory of everything. It was a rewriting of physics. The media got wind and loved it, but the physics community decried it as pseudoscience. Wow, this feels like the end of the game. I was blacklisted and I was given a nickname, Athetos, without place. I guess maybe that's what Athetos means. I have to look up Greek to find out. That's where the memories end. Overview of my life completely forgotten. And somehow, I'm here, Athetos. Elsnova knows this, but she thinks that I don't. Well, I kind of feel like that boss fight I had to lose. I don't think you could have won that one. So, I'm still here. I've cleared out the bioflux. Your nanogates should take care of the rest. Trace, this is Ophelia. It was she who brought you to Sudra. Okay, Ophelia. What exactly would you do? Why exactly would you do that? Several reasons, but mainly because you, like Athetos, are a pattern mind. It means only you could survive Athetos' pathogen. It also makes you the only person capable of using Athetos' weapons, like that gun. In short, you were the only chance we had to defeat him. So what makes Athetos and I pattern minds? Something we were born with or something that happened? To be honest, we don't know. Within the breach there are many words. Athetos came from one, so that's where we started. I entered the breach and where I learned about pattern minds, special individuals who could manipulate reality at will. Using a special device called a scry, we searched for another pattern mind that could stop him. We found only you on your world, Earth, and extracted you. We know for sure you're a pattern mind, but not why. We're hoping you could tell us that. Nope, I'm pretty normal. I'm fairly confident there's no secret magic going on in my DNA or anything. Are you sure you're not leaving something out? We are sure. Regardless, you are doing well. Breach attractors and Athetos are in elevator above us. Destroy it and we can take care of the rest. But getting inside may take some time yet. And then, you're done. We send you back home. Okay, let's look. Looks like I'm off to see the wizard then. Alright, so we got in this new area and we got dragged in to a new part of that new area. We're gonna have to unlock some abilities, I think. There's a ton of more collectibles, so unless I just really boned it up, this feels very much like a middle point, not a close to the end of the game point. It also feels like there could be at least 2 or 3 more maps, and some of these maps We've barely even started to search now that we have a decent amount of abilities, but there still are definitely some abilities that we need to collect. We're 10 minutes over because of this big revelation. I don't know how much of this revelation you really should take too seriously, though, because if I am playing Athetos, so what? The game still is really telling me to go fight the other Athetos, which we might as well do. It doesn't seem like there's really any other options. The game really plays the same regardless. We're still going to try and find collectibles and just see what it wants us to do and do it. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and give me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.